Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem Rachakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone Never Well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out here pushing truth and sincerity. The bottom of which I do, we love you. We appreciate you. To the spirit of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, and Shalom to you. It's your brother Dawadad, out of one Ratazah, meaning Lord's will, here to give you an edifying lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai. All right. Without further ado, we jumping straight into it. Amos chapter 9, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai God, are upon the sinful kingdom. All right. Behold, the eyes, man, the eyes of the Lord. Now, of course, he just sees everything himself, but he has his angels out here watching his place, right? Upon the sinful kingdom. America is known as Babylon the Great. This is the sinful kingdom. All right. It's the sinful kingdom because this is where the most sinning happens in the world, right? Primarily, of course, from the so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos, which make up the 12 tribes of the Hebrew Israelites, because only you were given the law, so only you can sin. But you're doing it here. You're doing it all parts of the world, but you're mainly doing it here, right? Here in America, here in Babylon. But the thing is that America pushes out wickedness, right? It pushes out sin. So, of course, obviously, Esau and other nations can't sin, but they're pushing out the sins. They're giving out the vibration to sin, right? Do as thy will, right? Live your best life, type shit. Do what you want to do. When in Rome, do as the Romans do, that kind of stuff. That kind of ideology and mentality is spread throughout the world and spread throughout the world. And that wine, right? That wine is being drunken from the other nations because America is at the forefront of that wickedness, pushing that heavy, sinful, demonic, wicked vibration out there. So that's it's known as the sinful kingdom. Here, they allow same sexes to get married, right? And they push that out to the world for the world to be broadcast into the world, so that vibration can be sent out through the universe, and people can follow that, that kind of doctrine and drink of that wine. Had they ever thought about it, like, I want to get married to the same person, to the same, same sex, Well, America, since they make everything popular, them doing that, passing that law, cause other people to pass that law, right? So they're the sinful kingdom. It says, and I will destroy it from off of the place of the earth. From off of the face of the earth. And we know America will be decimated with over 200 million nuclear ICBM intercontinental ballistic missiles. And it will be turned into a desolation, and it will be turned into a habitat for, filthy, disgusting, vile creatures, such as scorpions and spiders and snakes, owls and vultures, rodents, rats and possums and shit. Like, all that type of stuff will be inhabited in America when it's destroyed. It will be turned into a big desert-like land. There will be no more buildings left up. There won't be any more goddamn sky rises and billboards, hookah lounges. All that shit is gonna come to naught, man. All right. It says, I will destroy it. And it's talking about, and the Most High is going to destroy it, right? He said his eyes are upon the sinful kingdom. Well, guess what? Those are the angels, right? Those are the men of the Lord as well. His messengers. Of course, he sees all this iniquity, but his angels are the ones that are out there being his eyes, his messengers, and the men of the Lord as well. His eyes are upon the sinful kingdom. He sees all of it, man. And it's him who would destroy this place. All right? It's him who will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Lord. So the men of the Lord, the hopeful elect, and the 1/3, they're going to be brought up into the chariots with that y'all ignorantly call UFOs. All right? You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be them that's going to be saved. get some of them plagues real quick, man. This is Second Esdras chapter 16. And I start at verse 1 because we spoke about the nuclear missiles. Well, guess what? That's the plagues that are in this chapter. All right. When you read this whole chapter, Lord willing, we can get through the whole chapter. You read the whole chapter, you see, America's demise or what's coming to it. Everything that we just read in Amos 9 and 8. So without further ado, let's jump into that chapter, man. So this is verse 1. It says, "Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria." And we know that's modern day America's modern day Babylon, right? And in Egypt as well. It says, "Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair, bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand." Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Make yourself humble, man. Make yourself low. You're gonna be brought low. You're gonna be brought humble. You're gonna be in the weeping and mourning, man. That's what sack and hair is. You're gonna be at the lowest state. So prepare yourselves for that. That's what you're coming into. America and the rest of the world as well. Everybody's going to come into that state of lowliness and humility and mourning and sorrowness because the destruction is coming, right? And when it comes, it's going to be like a whirlwind, right? It's going to be like a whirlwind. It's going to go throughout the inner cities and the suburbs and the jungle, the forest, everywhere, man. Everybody's going to feel this, man, because everybody's going to see Yahushua when he comes back, man. All right? It says, "A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?" That sword, a sword is an instrument of killing, like an instrument of destruction. The modern day sword today would be nuclear missiles, man, right? And guns and things. Anything you can kill someone with, a killing instrument is known as a sword, right? But the sword they're speaking about in 2nd Esdras chapter 16 is the nuclear missile. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? Nobody's going to be able to turn it back. The missiles are going to hit every target. It says, "A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it?" That fire coming from the missiles, right? That fervent heat, right? "Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?" Yeah, because when the missiles are coming, are you going to be like, yeah, let's put up the goddamn missile defense and be able to return them back to where they came and make them do a counterattack, hitting the targets that threw them at you? No, you ain't gonna be able to do that, because that force is being driven by the Most High through his servants and stuff. Right, his angels I'm talking about. Right, the angels gonna have control over those missiles. So you're not gonna be able to take anything carnal of this world and be able to beat spiritual power to get them angels to let off their foot off the pedal, off the gas, and have the damn whatever electronic wave, whatever you may have, missile defense, and revert it and reroute it to another location. You ain't gonna be able to do that. You ain't gonna be able to hack into the system and be able to hack the missiles and have them go to hit another area outside of America. No, they're going to hit their target. Verse 6 says, "May any man drive away an hungry lion in a wood." And that's exactly what the missiles are. They're going to be like a hungry lion, man, crouched down, looking at his prey, studying. And when you see him ready to pounce, that's a wrap. The lion gets their target. You know what I'm saying? They get that target. They jump on the back of the nape, right? And then they fucking paralyze it, or they just drag them down. They hit their target every time, and that same energy is what those missiles are going to hit America with. But that same energy when a lion pounces on his prey. It says, "Or may anyone quench the fire and stubble when it has begun to burn." Yeah, because I don't know if you've ever seen a forest fire. It starts with a little stubble, man. And then it turns into a raging blaze, man. That's what's going to happen here. It says, "May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer." These scriptures are pretty self-explanatory. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. When have you ever seen that? Right? It says, the mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? And all these people who claim to be so brave, and alpha male, and top G, and the biggest and the baddest, and the greatest, and float like a butterfly, they all gonna be afraid, man. America's army is gonna be afraid. The few, the proud, the Marines, the Navy, everybody, man. Olympic wrestlers, goddamn Olympic rifle target shooters, UFC fighters, the top gangbangers, the cartels, all of them, they're all going to be afraid because this power is coming from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and no man can run from it. It says, the Lord shall threaten, who shall not be utterly beaten to powder in his presence, like in that movie World of Worlds, man. Right? When the so-called UFOs had strike the human with laser beams, and they turn into fucking dust, man. They turn into powder. That's what Yahweh Shai. That's how Yahweh Shai is gonna come back, man. He's gonna come back and destroy this world with them lasers, man. With that fire, man. With that concentrated fire. And it doesn't matter who it is, man. They're gonna get beaten to powder at his presence. It says, the earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea arises up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled. And the fishes thereof also before the Lord and before the glory of his power. Yeah, the missiles going to hit the earth so hard, man, the water's going to shake, man. And then you're going to have a Leviathan coming out anyways, right? So Leviathan's going to be, coming out, and everybody's going to, all the fish in the sea going to run from him too. Because he's coming to destroy the Navy and whoever's fighting in that water, right? It says, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. And that's those missiles. That's what I was talking about. Strong, his arrows that shooteth are sharp, because nobody can return them. Those missile defense systems that they have here in America, which are all outdated, are not going to be able to work during that time. They're going to get overtaken. It says, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. Right? So, yeah, like I was saying, they're going to hit their target. Just like that lion, it hits its target with that same energy. It's going to come just like that. Boom. It's going to hit that target, man. With that energy, man, that's not going to be sent back. It says, like as an arrow, which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. That's what we was talking about. That's what we were speaking of when it said, I was talking about the missile defense systems, and you can't hack the damn missiles and have them be rerouted or nothing. They're gonna hit their target, right? Because that energy is being driven by the Most High, man. Right? It says, let's see, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Yes, so even Esdras was afraid, and he was a man of the Lord, man. Right? He received these visions, man, and he went out and told and prophesied. And he was afraid. He said he got sick upon his bed. It said, the beginning of sorrows and the great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. Oh man, you women are gonna get it, man. Like this is for everybody. But all these proud women and these independent women, man, and oh man, it might sound crazy to say this, but it's beautiful because you deserve it. You deserve every last bit of it. But at the same time, yeah, you kind of feel like it's scary, man. You kind of don't want your people to go through these things, but it must be. It needs be. It needs be, man. Because you women out here, man, you people, period. But nah, man, fuck that. You women, bro, you gonna learn, man. You gonna learn that man is king, man. And that you gonna bow down whether you like it or not. And it's gonna... the Most High is going to make you do it. So who else? You going to talk shit to him? These women, man, always got something to say, man. The man tell you what he want in a relationship. Here you come. Nah, nigga, nah. Do that shit when your house shy come. Yo, man. Nah, you got. We try to tell y'all, look, man, stop sleeping with these different dudes and having different baby fathers and having baby, because you're gonna be left with these kids. And who gonna protect your house when them damn Gurkha troops come and kick down your door, man? Who protecting that house? Who protecting that house, man? Or if you just got scavengers ravaging through your area and stuff like that because they want to come in and take you and all you got, they're going to be able to do that and murder your children. They're going to do that shit. Right? It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Yeah. What are y'all going to do? It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Yeah. Famine, man. You're not even going to be able to eat, man. You and your family are gonna die a grievous death, man. Dying of hunger is like one of the worst top ways to die. It's the worst top ways to die. Or one of the top worst ways to die. You don't want to feel that shit, man. But we're gonna cut it off here. Gotta run and take care of some business. I'm gonna be back, Lord willing. We can. I'm gonna keep going, starting off from where I left off here at verse 20. With that, I want to give all praises, glory, honor to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahshai, Bashem, Rachakadash, double honor to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone, and Shalom.